Welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. The show will begin momentarily.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Super Dragon Lucky. This is episode City 1. That's 0xc1. It's the 194th episode. Again, it's pronounced City 1. Reminder, nothing on the show is financial advice, and stay tuned after the updates for an AMA that we do every week. So first off, the current thing submitted by Distant, that guy with top secret docs on Discord. So anybody, if you know about this and you know what happened, which I don't know all the details, but at the same time, sounds a lot like a whistleblower to me, and it is an interesting thing to know that some of the facts that were found in those documents, that the U.S. is involved, probably illegally, more than they have publicly disclosed before. So anyway, interesting stuff. Go check out Post Out. That's the current thing, and that's the intent. That was what we were supposed to be doing with our current events segment. So that's what that's about. It's on Den. Go there and read it. Next, we'll go to Dragonchain Updates. So first off, we have Super Happy Dragon Lucky shows last week's distribution of lot for participation. So last week, the episode created 568 lot. There were 2 questions or topics for 142 lot each. There was no featured post. There was no current thing. The host received 142 lot. Dragonchain received 142 lot. And Dragonchain released a new blog, which is Solve Enterprise Complexity Challenges with Dragonchain. It's essentially describing how we can bring all operational systems together in an enterprise or organization, streamline communications, provide privacy and selective transparency with full interoperability and scalability. The solutions that the Dragonchain offers are very flexible, very efficient, and definitely very cost effective and quick to be built on the calendar. So go check that out, and do please share it where you can with anybody who might be in the market for those types of solutions. There are a lot of things that can be done that most of the tech world isn't talking about, because everything is pushed towards number go up and crypto silliness. So anyway, go check it out. Next, the Super Happy Dragon Lucky DAO. There was a governance issue to promote competition in the AMAs and limit all AMAs to 3 questions, including the once monthly. It did pass. Now, more people voted against it than for it, but they had less lot. So that's the way the system works. And we'll test it out for a while. if we see they're good questions, for sure, we will still answer them on the fly. Questions in the YouTube comments as well. But we could always change it back, or we can potentially change it to 5 questions per week, or maybe more questions at the end. The reason that if I understand it as to why it was proposed, is that on that 1 month, the first of the month, when you have the full AMA, that there's no reason to even rank them, because they will all get answered, and you'll end up with some that maybe shouldn't be answered that are still in the mix. So this way, at least if you limit them, and it makes for a shorter show. So, how I can ramble. So, next, let's see, Den.social updates. So the LCP, the layer creation process for April 2023, results are in. The number 1 proposal by unique voter count, with 1.9 million lore committed and 38 unique voters, was True Crime, proposed by Evan in May of 2021. If you remember Evan, that's awesome. The number 8 in lore kid, with 1.2 million lore and 12 unique voters, was National Divorce / Civil War 2, proposed by I Am for I Am in March of 2023. Probably will be a very interesting subject for a community. And the number 21 proposal, as ranked by lore committed, with 539,000 lore committed and 22 unique voters, was Challenge Accepted, proposed by Eternal Mickey.eth in December of 2021, which is really awesome, because there are more voters than the number 8, but less lore. Very cool. It's been a while, around for almost 2 years. So that's pretty interesting. I guess almost a year and a half or so. So anyway, as a reminder, denizens can also purchase a runner-up lair. The 1st through the 5th runner-ups and unique voters can purchase a lair for 200, 400, 600, 800, or 1,000 matter, respectively. So the first runner-up only costs 200 matter, and the 5th 1,000 matter. And if any lair has at least 8 unique voters, anyone who has committed lore can also purchase the lair or cause it to be created for 2,500 matter. And you can all get together if a bunch of you want to do it. I know there is at least one that I'm considering to pay to have created this month. So we'll see how that goes. And you have to turn in your request by the weekend. So by Sunday, April 23rd, at 11:59:59 UTC. So you have until the end of the week to basically reply to the winning announcement with your wishes to pay to take advantage of the runner-up or 8 unique voter options. Next, we'll go to Coffee with Den. The show airs tomorrow at 900 Eastern, 1300 UTC. As a reminder, everyone who participates in the show does earn Coffee with Den lot. I need to start getting up earlier on Wednesday so I can participate, because it's usually a pretty fun show. The topic this week, especially this week, is going to be space. So that'll be really interesting. And I know that Distant is heavily into, he goes and watches a lot of the SpaceX and probably the NASA launches. So anyway, space should be a fun one. If it's outer space we're talking about, which I don't know. Next, DENDAO updates. Join us for the weekly DENDAO call this Thursday, April 20 at 1500 Eastern and 1900 UTC. And watch for the post in the DENDAO layer for the agenda, link to join live, all the rest of that. So it's worth coming there because we can actually get good feedback from all of you. Next, we'll go to World Blockchain Roundtable update. So make sure you watch and share last week's episode on blockchain for accountants and taxes. The more of you use that it gets in its first week, the more lot all the participants will get. And also, episode 100 will be this Thursday, April 20 at 1100 Eastern, 1500 UTC. And a topic is Game Show 2.0, mini games for each reply. It was a topic that I created. I think I was mine, and it should be a fun one, I would expect. So make sure you leave a question or subject to discuss, particularly if you have an idea for a mini game for all of the hosts to play live. And the WBRT DAO governance issue has a results for May themes. So in order, it is freestyle, monetization of data, fiat on and off ramps, and reinventing insurance for the mobile generation. So those should be a good set of shows for May. Okay, so that's all of the updates. So we'll do a 3-question AMA right after this.
Now, more than ever, our data is at risk. Our supply chains are in jeopardy. Our systems are broken, and businesses feel powerless. Dragonchain gives you a different way, a safer way, a better way, and you have power over your data. Dragonchain gives you proof in an untrusted world. Build now at Dragonchain.com, America's blockchain.
All right, so we go in and we refresh the screen. I'm doing it also so that, okay, so I think we have two questions. First question, I voted, by the way, the same amount for both of these questions. So Oxons asks, does Dragonchain apply to contracts with public or state-owned companies? We have, and if you're talking about proposed solutions to projects, yes. If you've talked about answering RFIs, requests for information, yes, we've done that as well. We have participated in a few different committees. We've even participated in some pretty exclusive working groups that were mostly made up of federal officials and people in various public sector roles. So yeah, we do, and we're interested. If you've seen, we even issued a white paper on CBDCs that was very much directed at what good could be done with crypto and CBDCs, that ideally a well-founded CBDC would follow a lot of the principles that Bitcoin did, where you would have, and maybe be more flexible than Bitcoin. Maybe they could still do things that they want to do, but at least it would be transparent, unlike now. And it would also be, with a lot of other features that could be in there without obstructing a lot of the privacy principles that we all hold dear. So anyway, yes. Okay, so next is IM4AM, who asks, can AI be used to help grow Den users? If so, how? I'm sure it could. And there are probably a lot of different ways that it could, that we could experiment with. And a lot of that could be in terms of content, but maybe there could be some more advanced ways to use AI to draw in more people with existing content that was written by humans. So there are a bunch of different ways you could do it, I'm sure. And note, in DENDAO, we should talk about site-wide tags for content generated by artificial intelligence, which I do agree. We could probably do that. I think that they did expand a couple of the site-wide tags very recently. So some of the newer people in the code on the team have actually done that recently. So why don't, trying to think here, if you have any DENDAO lot maybe IM for AM. If you could tell us, I can't remember. I'd have to look and see. I'll look after the show if you have DENDAO lot. If you do, go ahead and make that proposal because I would vote for it. And if you don't, let us know, and we will somebody will do it because I like that idea. Because if it is, people have already been doing that a little bit, I think, for experimental reasons, but there is also a good potential that you can use AI to enhance what you're already writing, to add more substance to it, or to verify. What I've used a lot of ChatGPT for was not to produce new content, but to give me a sanity check on methods and ideas, I guess. So it's an interesting, at least it not which I've done a lot with advisors in the past as well, where if you think about it, some people, if you get to know them, won't always give you the right answer, but you can more easily find the right answer by understanding what they're telling you. So it's an interesting thing, and AI can be used that way too. So anyway, if you have any other ideas for how we could use AI, like say in targeting, or but potentially, although integration would be a pain in the butt because OpenAI is not open, and everything costs something, of course, that there might be, if you ignored all that, there might be some really good ways. And we have a plan, and we've already worked with a university team, researchers, to build some semantic analysis tools. You could probably do things to help people improve their content in ways that would also attract new users. And then we even have, it wouldn't be AI related, but there is also the potential with personal premium layers that could potentially bring bigger influencers or content creators into the platform, because it would be a better model than what they might get with Patreon, for example. A better, more long-term, more owned model. That is, they would own the keys to it. They wouldn't have to worry about saying the wrong thing and getting banned on Patreon or something else. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff very cool there. So thank you for the questions. 2 really good questions. Again, I gave a lot of energy. And let's see here. We also have featured content from Jacob Wayne, which is Using Den episode 6. So thank you again, Jacob Wayne, for putting these together, because they're very, very solid and very, I guess, comprehensive would be a good way to describe them. I was even surprised on some of them that you got as much in as you did, and super useful. So if anybody out there can share this, it is boosted, as you can see. So you would get rewarded for sharing it, and it would be great for Den to get this out there. So this post includes browsing, curating, replying, using energy, using the LCP system to vote on new layers, his current wallet situation on Den, using the governance system to vote in a GI, posting in the craft beer layer, and posting in the drone layer, right? So very good examples, a walkthrough of some key features. So really cool stuff. Thank you again. That's the featured content, which will get rewarded as if it were a question evenly. So that's all of the AMA. We'll now go to merch. So go to Dragonchain.store. This month is WBRT merch. That is World Blockchain Roundtable merch, celebrating 100th episode on April the 20th. The coupon code is WBRT 100th episode with dashes on the screen there. It's for 10% off this month, all month. And again, it's at Dragonchain.store. So in closing, make sure you watch Super Happy Dragon Lucky again next Tuesday, same time, 1100 Eastern, 1500 UTC. Make sure you watch World Blockchain Roundtable this Thursday at 1100 Eastern, 1600 UTC, and follow Dragonchain, Real Denizens, and Jojo Row everywhere that you might be. Make sure you like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks. That's it. Bye.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best.
Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. Adaptable approach is palpable if this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So with for all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.